because culture is so important to building robust and mature quality management systems, how can you get there, right? And so we put together a kind of a what I call a roadmap, right? And consists of three basic phases. And really what you want to do if you're going to look at proactively and systematically driving cultural change through an organization is first and foremost create this what I refer to as a climate, right, within the organization for change. You got to have a desire. And I'm going to say this now, and I think Mike will come back to this as we conclude today. Fundamentally, if we're going to try and create the climate or the environment where we can achieve this cultural change, we have to not only understand what's best for the organization, what we're trying to achieve for our customers at the end, but we also need to focus on the individuals, because as companies, we are made up of a bunch of individuals executing jobs and roles that interact. And in order to do that, we have to go through this journey where we understand what it is we want to change, why do we want to change, and what should that look like when we get there, right? Well, how will we know that we've reached the end? And then you move into this next phase where you start to engage and enable the whole organization. And this is represented very simply, but this is really where I would say the bulk of the effort really kind of comes in, is communicating the vision. And I'm a fan of saying communicate, communicate, and then communicate some more. If you're doing cultural change, if you recognize you're not where you need to be or want to be, right, then you're going to have to over communicate. It's going to have to be constantly messaged. And we've all been a part of organizations where sometimes there's that cheesy message that's out there. But the reality is, if it's out there and it's ever present, it does seep in over time. You also want to empower action in the employee base, right? Encourage and reward the behaviors that you're looking to see, right? That those should become the new norm for the culture. Model the behaviors yourself. If you're in a leadership role, model those behaviors. Act on them. If somebody's giving you some feedback, then take that and process that and react to that. And I'm also a big fan of trying to get quick wins wherever you can, celebrate small successes along the way. It keeps the organization energized as you're going through this kind of journey, because things like culture change are not fast. They tend to take time. And then you move into this implementing and sustaining phase, where you are constantly in a mode of reinforcing, and almost at some point you start to hit that mode where you flip the switch and you're in this, well, we're not only going to continually improve the business, the operations, but we're also going to be evaluating who we are, how we operate, and the general organizational culture, and is it what we want, right? And it's that constant check and balance that you build as a part of that latter stage.